The Australian government's recently unveiled 2030 cyber strategy is a crucial step toward establishing the nation as a global leader in cyber resilience. But what does it entail? I'm Mike Loader, and Ending Cyber Risk starts now. Hello and welcome back to Ending Cyber Risk, presented by the team at Arctic Wolf, where each episode we unpack the ways we can help end cyber risk online. Now, many government bodies are looking to bolster cybersecurity across all sectors, though safeguarding economic interests and national security are of particular interest. The Australian government recently published its 2030 cyber strategy, and Mark Thomas, Director of Security Services for ANZ at Arctic Wolf, joins me now to expand on this. Thank you so much for joining me. How important is this strategy?
Yeah, look, I think it's an economic and social imperative. The number of businesses that make up the Australian economy, it's about 2.5 million, 97% of the digital backbone, if you like. So I think it has been, it's an important strategy that organisations need to start to look at, as well as working with government in order to uplift their cybersecurity, so that we can become a cyber secure nation and a resilient nation by 2030.
Yeah, because as I understand it, Australia is quite an attractive target for these attacks, ransomware and all the like. But what are some of the key initiatives with these 6 cyber shields? Take us through a little bit about those. Yeah,
so the 6 cyber shields are basically the government's way of factoring what is important to uplift the cybersecurity within Australia. And firstly, it's around education, so protecting businesses and individuals so that they're aware of the threat, phishing and fraud, and how not to get compromised. Second, it's about information sharing, so collecting intelligence from a variety of sources, sharing that with the public sector and the private sector. And third is around protecting critical infrastructure. We've seen threats, whether that's in energy or water or even the ports. So it is important to uplift their cybersecurity as well. And also around uplifting the skills within the nation. So 60,000 jobs will be focused on increasing security awareness and uplifting their skills to make sure that they can support the strategy. And the last is global collaboration. So we've seen the ransomware task force initiative focusing on disrupting cyber criminal groups so that they are no longer effective in the future.
Okay, so do you think these initiatives will be enough to keep Australian businesses and I guess more broadly the government secure, given what we've seen, those high profile breaches that we've continued to see?
Look, we already know that SMB operators are already very much overwhelmed. There's too many tools out there. There's not enough skills to support them. But I think it's not a simple task to just think you're going to train up 60,000 people. That takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's going to happen over many years. And we already know that people within IT and security, they do have health and mental issues already because it is such a challenge to work in the industry. There's too much data. There's too many alerts that people need to sift through, trying to find that needle in a stack of hay. These days it's more around trying to find a needle in a stack of needles because of the types of attacks are mimicking normal behaviour. So we know that they're going to be challenged, and I think it's really important that SMB operators work with industry to equip them with the skills and controls that are required. And last I'd say is building secure technology. It's not easy because new technology is built on outdated and older technology, so that can tend to be a house of cards as well. It's never easy to build secure technology from the ground up. Yeah,
a lot of the times I find myself buying a new piece of technology and they offer me some sort of cybersecurity add-on, and a lot of the time I don't end up going with it because it's more money. But I guess what will the impact be for small businesses given they're already struggling with the expertise and the costs and finding that skilled workforce you sort of spoke about earlier?
Look, the government will provide tools and resources freely available to support small business operators. But as we know, they've already got too many tools in place. It's really around how do you operationalize that to deliver value for your organisation. And I think that's really the job of working with industry to better support them along that journey, and being able to operationalize the tools that they already have in place so that they can deliver an outcome that is meaningful to their business.
Okay, so just to finish, what role do you think industry has to play in order to support this strategy and stitch it all together to create this defence net, I guess?
Sure. So, firstly, simplification. Work with the existing tools that you have, and then I'd say education and awareness. It's great that we are able to discuss it because more people are able to understand that there is a threat out there, but there's also solutions out there designed to support small business operators uplift their security. And I'd say pricing and packaging of security solutions is really important as well. Security has to be affordable and accessible to all to make it effective. And in terms of delivering security operations, it really has to be a turnkey solution. It should be real trivial to set up and maintain. So having solutions that are effective and simple is really key. And I think in terms of being able to tackle tomorrow's threats, it is a combination of having AI technology plus human intelligence and communicating the security insights to small business operators in a way that's tailored to them.
Very well said by you, Mark. Thanks for joining me on the program as we continue to unpack this massive topic.
Thank you.
All right, that's the program for the moment. I hope you've learned something from our discussion today, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Head to tickernews.co for more. Be well.
You're watching Ticker. We'll have more in just a few minutes.